All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. That's all praises to who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Their true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai for his beloved Son. Also want to say double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to hopeful elect preachers, word and truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And I wanted to go on this, man.
For a long time, people have wondered, when will the fictional RoboCop become a reality? Well, we're one step closer to just that here with this helmet, which really changes the game. And it's all tied into this dystopian, whatever it is we're going through here, that needs to shift back to normal without a vaccine, without being tracked like an animal. But the powers that be have something else in mind. They want to do just that. They want to track you everywhere via your biometrics, through these cameras. And with this new piece of technology, they're now allowing police officers, cops, if you will, to wear this in different areas and to scan airport passengers. This is where they're starting off for COVID-19, as well as provide the scanning officer with other vital records. Apparently, this is being rolled out in Michigan, where they state they can't supply clean water to the people of Flint, but they can roll out these helmets.
We're seeing right now the preparation for Esau to actually get down and dirty, man. The scriptures tell you a sword is sharpened and sword is sharpened and also furbished. Esau is getting his police force, his military, everybody's getting ready, because pretty soon what the scriptures talked about is going to start coming to pass, man. And the scriptures speak of a lot of death, a lot of mourning. As written, let me see if I can get it real quick. Salakia. Yeah, Ezekiel 2 and let me see. Ezekiel 2 and 10. It says, I started probably 8 or 9. Ezekiel 2 and 9, it says, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And that book is talking about is the scriptures. It says, and it was spread, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. So this is what the scriptures talk about, and we're seeing that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is gearing up to do these things, man. Not only that, he has the vaccines about to come out. There's a brother in the elder in the Dallas camp calls them the vaccines. He's getting ready to move those out. He has legislation to be able to split up families and take children. Not only that, he has the power to do all these things, man. As is written in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. But, this is a judgment that was written. These things must come to pass, man. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And who's the devil, man? Who goes forth and puts forth a deceptive message and agenda, man? How many times have you read in the scriptures where righteous men and so many, as they like to call them, conspiracy theories. You know, those things don't track around with the righteous, man. That's with the wicked. You know? So why would these things come out so often? Because this devil is getting ready to do some work. The scriptures tell you the Lord put the sword in the hand of the slayer, and he bare not the sword. Let me get that. Yeah, this is Romans 13:4. It says, He is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. And this is what this devil is set up for. This is why you see Jake getting killed at a higher level, man. Because this is the sword of the Lord to execute revenge upon the wicked, man. This is why you need to be cognizant of this stuff. You know, because we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble, man, as is written, man. Jeremiah 30:7, man. Jeremiah 30:7, it says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You see? So we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. This is just the evident truth of the matter, man. You know, you cannot get away from this. And this is something that must be, man. But like the scripture said, but he shall be saved out of it. And the he that is talking about is the elect. Because though this devil's going to be given the green light, he's going to start killing a lot of people, man, taking people's children. You know, he's going to start getting down, man. He's going to go back to that old spirit of no mercy and just all slaughter. You know? This is Daniel's 12:1, because at that same time when this devil starts doing his work, you know, on the left hand, the right hand of the Lord is about to throw that punch, man. You're going to get that straight right at the same time, man. This is Micah 12:1, or Daniel 12:1, Salakia. It says, At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time. So we're coming into the time of trouble that's going to be like never was, man. You see? We're coming into that day. So no more time for games and bullshit, man. You women should humble down. Pray that the Lord have mercy on you. Pray that the Lord link you up with a man of honor and loyalty, and it has the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai on him. And just learn to shut the hell up, man. You know, we've lived in a world where you women had a chance to get up and had some power to do some things, but in a world to come, that power that you have here is not going to be there. Everybody has to show forth the effort to be as though it was in the kingdom, man. As it is written, the kingdom starts with you. The kingdom is within you, as the scriptures say. So within your actions, within your deeds, you know, the kingdom is Israel on top, man. And you have to be showing forth that same mindset, man. And this goes the same with you men. You know? Walk in a righteous fashion, man. Because we're coming in a time now where things are going to get hot and heavy, bro. You know? As it's written, the slaying of the Lord shall be from one end of heaven to the other, man. There's going to be a lot of death. There's a reason why it tells you in the book of Ezra, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. And there's a lot of people in this world that don't care about the truth, man. So they were born in vain, man. They were just born for that judgment. What if the Most High willing to show his great wrath endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. We're coming into that time where those vessels of wrath are going to get fed to the destruction, into the slaughter. So back in Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, that great prince, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. So you see, everyone that's going to be found written in the book will be delivered. But a lot of people, man, have to go in these last days, man. A lot of people are going to go. You know? But at the end of the day, the Lord is going to send his angels. The scriptures tell you, he that feareth the Lord shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty, man. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. He that runneth into it is safe. You see? This is our defense. You have to remember these things, because this is the duality of the truth. This is the reason why the scriptures say, as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So just as many people are going to be getting killed out here, the Lord is going to have a righteous number reserved unto salvation. It's Isaiah 59 and 18. It says, according to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries. Recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. Verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. You see, that time is coming. All the laws, all the preparation. You got this 2020 census going on. You got the vaccines coming out. You know, which a lot of people are gonna die by the vaccines, man. And you women that sit here and think it's cool to go take those, because that's the first ones that are gonna be in line, is you women for the vaccines, man. Because you show a lack of faith, and that's the problem, man. But for you women that think it's all good, you'll sit here and tell a dude to wrap it up when you don't know him, but you'll let this devil, who you agree is a devil, come about and stick your ass with a needle and throw some stuff into your bloodstream that you don't even know what it is or what it may do to you. You know, a lot of people are going to die by those. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. You know, that trust in the broken reed, wherein if you lean on it, it shall pierce you through. America is that broken reed, man, where if you lean, you trust on this place, hey, it's gonna harm you, man. It says, verse 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them. I want to look for that word standard, Salakia. I want to grab that. Isaiah 59 and 19. You got to get that word standard. Because that's what the Lord is going to do, man. He's going to lift up that standard. He's not going to let this devil do all his deeds on his elect, man. The scriptures tell you the precious in the sight of the Lord is the blood of his elect, man. This is Isaiah 59 and 19, that word for standard. Nawad, Salakia. It says to flee, escape, to take flight, depart, disappear, to fly on horseback, to drive at, to take flight, to put to flight, to drive hastily, to cause, to disappear, hide. So the Lord is going to hide us, man. You know, that's what that standard is, man. So while everything else is going haywire for all these other 2/3 people that didn't care about the word of the Lord, man, you being in this truth, you shouldn't be sitting here looking at this devil like he has more power than he actually has, man. You know, you need to have faith, Because the Lord said he was going to lift up a standard. When these things go out, you should be looking just like we were sitting here waiting for a judgment, this vaccine, the RFID microchip to become more and more relevant, for the persecution, for this place to get shut down, economic collapse. Like we were waiting for those things and expecting those things, we should be waiting and righteously expecting the deliverance from the Lord if we be at that number and if we served in truth and sincerity, man. Because this devil is going to get down, man. He's going to show you what he is, man. But you should not be shooken up to the point that you don't show any faith, man. As Isaiah 59:1, it says, behold, Yahweh's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. So when these things start popping off, you should have faith, man. The Lord, just because hell is going on all around us, doesn't mean the Lord forgot us. Remember, the scripture's talking about being stricken but not forsaken. Just because all hell is breaking loose don't mean the Lord ain't gonna have us, man. This is Sirach. I'm gonna read a little more on this. Isaiah 59:2. It says, but your iniquities have separated. No, that's it. That's it on that. So this is Sirach 2:9 in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 2:9. It says, I'll start at 8. You know what? I'll go to 5. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. And this is what we're going to come to. That trial of our faith, man. What do you think hell is? It's a trial of your faith. We all got to go through it. The scriptures tell you, through much tribulation must we enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. That hour of temptation, when Satan starts coming in, starts offering you the mark of the beast, that's that hour of temptation, man. That's that fire to purify you, to make sure you're sparkling gold. Make sure you have that pure faith and that belief. Because at the end of the day, the fashion of this world is going to pass away. The Lord said, all the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So what manner of man and person ought you to be in all holy conversation, man? Because through your mouth is what your spirit focuses on, man. What you speak is exactly how you act, man. If you speak about righteousness and holy things all day, that's where your spirit and your mind is at, man. But if you speak about wickedness all day and evil things all day, the whole WAP culture, this women over men culture, man, all that evil shit, what? I mean, your whole eye is full of darkness, man. The whole body is full of darkness at that point. It says, verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. So at the end of the day, man, the Lord is going to lift up that standard, but you got to believe in that. We're getting ready to be put into a whole different trial and a whole different ball game. As I said by Paul, you have not resisted unto death, unto blood yet, man. But we are about to approach those days where we will have to resist unto blood, meaning unto a judgment to where we might die. But at that same point, man, the Lord can lift you up right then and give you the power to sit here and put out the judgment on these devils, man. You got to keep the faith even in the worst of times, man. It says, order thy way aright. And that's a number one thing that shows real faith, man. It's not enough to know and speak this truth. You have to actually order your way in a right fashion, man. How you talk, how you dress, how you approach and interact with people, especially with brothers within the truth. And that's scriptural. It says, and trust in him, verse 7. It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait on his mercy and go not aside, lest ye fall. So when these days start coming, you don't backpedal and revert to your old man. You keep with the word of the Lord, man. Because if you go to the left or right, man, as it says, enter ye at the straight gate, man. The path is only so big that only one man can go in at a time, man. So this is a tightrope we're walking for salvation, man. That's why it says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside, lest you fall. Because if you go aside, if you go in a different plane, you start trusting in this Edomite, you believe him, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go get this vaccine so I can go out and do all the stuff I used to do. That's going aside, man. The scriptures tell you, you're not supposed to make any piercings in your flesh. Now, if you break your arm and you got to get some anesthesia to get this stuff snapped back in place, by all means, man. It says be not over righteous, but you sitting here taking something into your body that has pig's blood, aborted baby fetuses, monkey's blood, all these things that are not lawful for you to have in the damn first place. You go on the side and watch. A lot of people are gonna fall through that means, man, through the vaccines. It says, verse 8, ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. You see, and this is what we're supposed to do in these times, man. If we're fearing the Lord, we need to hope for the good and that everlasting mercy. So when this stuff kicks off, we're not just out there with the rest of these people. We have a power that works, man. We serve a living God, man. All the gods of the nations, all the gods of these heathen are idols, man. They do nothing. Somebody has to dust them. Somebody has to clean them. Somebody has to scrape the bird poop off of them. Our Lord is a living God, man. These other nations' gods have to be born. We serve a living power. He moves on his own. He'll fight for his. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded. So you women, especially, man, because brothers have children by women, you know. So you women within the faith, in this day, it says, look ye at the and this goes for the men too. But I'm dealing with the point of the women because the women have more contact with these children. So it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So in these days, you got to have that faith. You have to have that faith to resist this devil. Because at the end of the day, if you serve the Lord, look at the generations of old, man. The Lord helped his men out. The Lord made sure his men's families were right. You know? It says, for Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. And that's what we're approaching, man. A great day and a time of affliction. It says, verse 12, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that go two ways, man. So you people that might have the spirit of fear in these days, you need to stump that out. You need to get that spirit out of you, man, and remember that the Lord is gonna be with us. We're gonna be shaken up a little bit. You're gonna go through some shit where it's gonna have you wearing, but ultimately you cannot let your flesh win in those moments. It says, woe to verse 13, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, neither shall he be defended. You see? So this is why you have to go to these old accounts, man, to build up that faith. This is Isaiah 51. In 12. It says, You know, I'll start at 11. It says, therefore the Redeemer of Yahweh shall return. It says, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. It says, they shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. I am he that comforteth you. Talking about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and the Son of Man which shall be made as the grass? You see? So at the end of the day, don't fear this devil, man. He has no power but to do what the Lord allowed him to do. The one that you should fear is Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because if you have an unhealthy fear of this devil to the point that you look at him like he has the power to extend hell on you, you won't wait for the mercy and the hope in the Lord, man. It says, and forgettest Yahweh thy maker, that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? You see, at the end of the day, the fury of the oppressor can't do anything unless the Lord allows it. The captive exile hasted that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor his bread should fail. And this is why we're the captive that has been exiled from the land of Israel, man. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're the captive exiled. You want to be loose from this bondage. You want to be out of this hell. It says, verse 15, but I'm Yahweh thy power, that divided the sea, whose waves roared. Yahweh of hosts is his name. So that's who you should fear. You know? This is Revelation 2:10. It says, fear none of the, this is Revelation 2:9. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And this is going also into you Israelites that don't preach the full truth. That's sold out, man. You also the synagogue of Satan, man, because who you made a deal with to get your riches and your blessings is with the damn devil himself. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So some brothers lots are going to be incarcerated or put in concentration camps, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life, man. And that's what we have to do, man. We have to have faith unto death. You know? Even in those times, even in those dark days, because at the end of the Lord, man, if you slip on your faith, man, if you backpedal a bit, you might miss that one opportunity, man. You might miss that opportunity. I tell brothers this in the camp, man. At any point, you know, brothers will sit here and focus on the hell, but they don't focus on what took it for that hell to get to your actual front door. What were all the steps? And if you think about the steps that took that hell to get to you, imagine what chain of events are happening right then when that hell's coming for the Lord to bring that salvation and that mercy and that comfort to you in that same moment. It says, Isaiah 35:4, say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, Yahweh, behold, the Most High will come with vengeance, and even the Most High with a recompense. he will come and save you, man. And this is what the Lord is about to do real soon, man. So remember these words, man. Remember these words. Go to the old accounts, man. Even though this devil's gearing up, man, the spirit is gearing up. The Lord is putting forth his angels, man. He's going to set them up to deliver us, man. Lord will. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.